Good evening. I am going to be in Dubai in the last week of February. My team wants to do an event between 24th and 25th of February. There are going to be two events, one on the 24th and one on 25th. Those desirous of attend the event, not only from Dubai, Abu Dhabi and Sharjah, but from the rest of Emirates, can contact my team at the phone number given below. The WhatsApp number is also given below. There's an email ID and there's a Google form. You can use any of these methods to connect us, and my team would be glad to help you. See you in Dubai.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I'm going to talk about what happened in ITC. The share fell by 4% today and it's continuing to fall a little bit further. And what is the reason behind this price fall in ITC? And should you be worried about it? By the end of the video, we'll come to a conclusion if you should be considering this any further or if you should be liquidating this. What is our consideration or recommendation or whatever you want to call it, what we are looking at doing with it. And then you can draw your own conclusions based on what we find. The ITC share has experienced a significant drop, 4% intraday trading. The price fell to 414, while the previous closing was at 431. That marks a decline of 4.15%. Okay, the main reason why for this price fall is British American Tobacco, ITC's larger shareholders, considering selling part of its stake to improve its financial position. The British American Tobacco, which is a parent company of Indian Tobacco Company, okay, they need to offload some of their holdings of ITC because they need the cash. That's what it means. Basically, British American Tobacco needs money, and one of the crown jewels which they have in their house of what they call assets, the crown jewel is the ITC holding. They have been long-time investors in ITC, and it's revealed that the company is holding slightly over 29.19% holdings in ITC, which is sold some. From 29.19, it came down to 29.02 in 2023. The reason why it's later is exploring opportunities to enhance balance sheet flexibility, which includes reviewing its significant stake in ITC for potential capital reallocation. It's a very fancy way of saying we need the cash and we need to sell some house silver. Which house silver can we sell? This reminds me of very famously of Warren Buffett's quote: if you keep buying things you don't need, you'll end up selling things you do want. So it sounds something like this is what's happening in British American Tobacco. It would be an interesting research to do, which I had promised to do further with maybe Shashwat. Dive into what is happening in British American Tobacco and what is leading them to requiring them to sell their ITC, some of their ITC holding. They won't probably liquidate all of it, but pull out some of their capital from ITC and reallocate it into something else. What has led to this is something curious we can definitely look into. And that will probably give us further insight to say maybe the following years, maybe British American Tobacco will be forced into doing this a little more and giving us more opportunities to consider ITC. So there's a regulatory process involved in this. So they're finishing all the regulatory process that will allow them to monetize, which means sell part of their holdings in ITC. And the plan provides to be updated as soon as possible. Since they all own 29%, which is a large portion, quite a huge chunk of change, they can't just go drop it in the market when they fancy and whenever they wish. There's a process to this. So they're going through the process of getting all the necessary approvals from all the regulatory bodies in UK and in India, and to see how the sale can be done. And the volume of sales also, we really don't know as yet. BAT has reportedly increased its share of post-tax returns associated with joint ventures, mainly due to ITC's performance. Okay, the portion of IT's post-tax results grew by almost 20%, from 442 million to 616 million. Okay, that is a proof of India's recovery from COVID-19 impacts in 2000. Despite having foreign exchange challenges, it still has managed to fork out 616 million pounds out of ITC India, which is quite a remarkable feat. So when ITC has proposed its demerger with its hotel business in 2023, planning to allocate 60% of its new entity directly to its shareholders, proportionate to its shareholding. So this is also there. ITC is looking on demerging its hotel business. So that is also coming into play for them to consider this. So this combined with the ITC's profit surging by 10 to 11%, the last third quarter profit has given what we call incentive for British American Tobacco into reallocating its what we call capital in its balance sheet, or in other terms, to sell its holding, some of its holding in ITC and move it out. Now, this will, of course, this is just the start of this downward price trend for ITC. Once we know the volume of shares British American Tobacco is planning to sell, and when the date comes and when it hits the market, all these will come into question. This will put further pressure on ITC's share price and push it down further. So now, does this affect ITC's business? No. Has something fundamentally changed in ITC? No. ITC continues to do the business it's doing. It's shown in its last quarter itself growth of 10 to 11% in its profits. So it is a healthy company, continuing to grow by leaps and bounds. And even with the hotel demerger, which is they're talking about, the future for ITC looks bright and beautiful. So this correction is purely based on British American Tobacco wanting to liquidate some of its holdings in ITC and pull the money out and move it somewhere else. Like I said, I'll discuss that with Shashwat in greater detail once Shashwat does his research into British American Tobacco, why they're playing this card, British American Tobacco, right now, and get an understanding on the future road track for British American Tobacco, and will we see more of this coming from them in the coming years. Till then, I would say, if you have the stomach for it, it is something wonderful to consider. ITC, as it goes through this process of dip and correction and coming back, it is worth considering, is what I feel. And this is the same thing Anand has also been echoing in the other platforms, that it's a wonderful opportunities for investors who have the stomach to go through a bit of a roller coaster to carry forward with this and keep buying in these dips. This is only our consideration to you guys. So don't worry about it. If you have money in ITC, don't panic. There's no need to panic right now. If anything, it is a good opportunity to keep considering ITC and keep moving it on your report card up the ladder. Anand has been talking about ITC for a very long time. When ITC was trading at 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, he's been always saying, please keep it in consideration, please keep it in consideration. So that has not changed. But do remember, we always say keep it in tiffin coffee range. We're not asking you to drop your lunch or your dinner money or your monthly budget into ITC. We're asking you to keep it in the tiffin coffee range, even if you see significant price correction in ITC. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you kind of understand what has led to this price correction in ITC. And I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.